I have no intention of letting filthy beasts get the better of me, trained or otherwise.
Honestly now, this is no laughing matter, you know.
Look who's talking. You're grinning like an idiot.
Not as much as you are.
There they go.
I don't think we could have wrapped this month's field study up more perfectly if we tried.
We were all able to form combat links with one another too.
Yeah, worked out very well in the end.
Damn.
We're not through the woods just yet, it would seem.
Let's keep going. We need to get out of here.
It's like the end of the road.
If you want to arrest us, go right ahead. I chose to return to my studies. Well, what's it to be?
Oh boy.
Accusing my classmates of this crime will implicate me as well. Enough! We may not be the best of friends, but I am Yusuf Albarea. I will not simply stand by and watch as one of my classmates is arrested under false charges and used as a tool in some political war.
Useless.
That will not be necessary.
Who is it, brother?
Impossible.
Impossible. It is. Lord Rufus. How convenient for him to turn up.
How?
I received a message from the Academy at noon today, and I returned by airship as quickly as I could. With your instructor.
What?
Looks like you've all done a fine job.
Okay. Instructor Sarah.
What are you doing here?
I've been filled in on the circumstances, more or less. I'll take care of matters here. You all return to your posts at once. I've already informed my father, or do you intend to embarrass me beyond your other transgression?
Get wrecked. Run away. Tail behind your legs. In between your legs.
Oh my. Well, you can tell they're well trained, if nothing else.
Almost like dogs.
The Provincial Army takes its training very seriously, of course. Though I resent the mere notion that it could be misused so grievously.
I'm sure you do.
So, what brings you here, instructor? Seriously, why are you here?
Your timing is a little too convenient. Did you come after receiving word from the Provincial Army? Nope. I actually heard about what was happening a little earlier from a friend of mine.
A friend?
As soon as the news reached my ears, I shot to my feet and got right in contact with the director here. And he was kind enough to give me a ride on his airship back from the capital.
I don't know what to say.
What friend? Whose friend?
Honestly, you seem to be
Bleu
prepared for
Blanc?
virtually everything. Wait a second.
Director? Oh, you don't know yet, do you?
I also serve as a permanent member of the Academy's Board of Directors.
Oh, what a surprise.
Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to meet again in that capacity.
Who would
The board of directors?
Who would have known?
Why is this the first I'm hearing of this?
I decided to keep it a secret so I could see the look on your face when you found out.
Rip.
I'm not the only member of the board, though, of course. I'm simply one of 3 permanent members.
Who are the other 2?
That explains why you knew so much about Class VII.
Way too well prepared.
Still, I had no idea my father would attempt something so foolish while I was away. He's always been an obstinate man, but he's simply gone too far this time. As a member of the Academy's board, I cannot remotely condone the unlawful arrest of a student.
Rufus?
Thank you for your concern.
All's well that ends well. And thus ended their second field study. As the hour was late, they returned to the hotel and Berea hard for a good night's sleep, exhausted from the day's events. The next morning, Rean and the other members of Group A bade farewell to the city and set off with Sarah. This should be the end of the chapter, right? They showed me that loading screen, I'm guessing it is. We're moving on. Now it's Monday, the 31st of May. I'm guessing this is like a farewell scene. This fancy dancy car. And we'll probably make our way back to Trista. And back to school. I don't think that's to be the last we'll see of him. And this guy, I'm guessing that's his friend. This is his friend. Well, this is her friend, Sarah's friend. Whoever this may be. Yeah, there we go. Rufus Alberea. What business could he possibly have over by the canyon so early in the morning? Is that what you were supposed to ask? LeBlanc, who are you? I'm but a low-ranking noble. What they're capable of, much like yourself. Really now? But you look awfully like someone a couple of acquaintances mentioned to me a long time ago. Sounding stage name. And your own. Your acquaintances wouldn't be a certain innocent young couple from a foreign land, though, would they? Get wrecked. Hit them back with your own own comeback. Homelder, may we meet again, young bracer. The purple lightning. Who might this purple lightning be? Sarah? Got another source of trouble on our hands now. Better let the others know just in case. Just in case. And we'll make our way back.
And you call yourselves teenagers. Unlike me, you actually get to go to sleep every night. You should be full of energy by this point in the day.
Give me a break.
Considering all that's happened this weekend, I think we can be forgiven for being a little tired.
A little tired,
Well,
yeah.
that's certainly true enough. Group B had their fair share of problems to deal with as well, but they weren't quite as serious as yours. Although they were of a similar nature.
More political stuff, I'm guessing.
What do you mean exactly? Did they also wind up getting involved in a conflict between the two factions?
More or less. St. Ark is another territory belonging to one of the four great houses, after all. So they got themselves caught up in a bit of trouble. The four of them managed to get through it together in the end, though.
Well, that's good.
That's a relief, yeah.
But, Sarah, Aurochs Fortress is nothing to worry about, is it? It's beyond a joke.
So I've heard. And the Provincial Army isn't the only force trying to improve its armaments. The Imperial Army is doing the same.
The war's gonna break out pretty
With the
soon.
Blood Iron Chancellor and his 20 armored divisions squarely at the center.
Really?
How should the
Just
Military
grunting.
Academy... Well, how should we act in a situation like this? Thors graduates join both the Provincial and Imperial armies, right?
So we have to choose which side we go to.
That's nothing you need to be worrying about. Not right now, at least.
We're still first year, so...
You're at the Academy to learn. That's all you should be focusing on. While you're there, it's true that you may be forced to acknowledge some of the more unpleasant realities of Erebonia. But I believe there's something special to be gained from that. Something you can only gain now, at this moment in time. So long as you're together with your friends and classmates, people for whom there is no substitute.
What's with that speech?
Maybe when you graduate and go out into the world, much of what you've learned at Thors will have little meaning. But I still truly believe that sometime, somehow, what you experience as part of Class VII will be an invaluable treasure to you. It may not seem that way now, but I know in my heart that it will someday.
Instructor.
You almost had me there for a moment.
And everyone just freaks out in laughter.
The last thing I ever thought I'd hear from you.
Hey!
And she's blushing.
What's with all the laughing?
I'm really sorry. Your words were quite touching, but...
Can't take him seriously.
Coming out of your mouth, they were just...
Painfully droll.
Something we can only gain now, at this moment in time. So long as we're with our friends and classmates, for whom there is no substitute.
Stop that! Are you trying to kill me?
You kids are awful. I was being serious, you know. Why must this instructor thing be so difficult sometimes?
And we're ending off with a pretty happy, light note, so that's good. Unwinding. Who's this person? Blue-haired girl.
Oh, looks like they got back okay. So glad I didn't have to bust in and save them. I thought it was all over when I got spotted at the fort, though.
The fort? So, was she the one that broke in?
Hey, hey, White Rabbit here.
White Rabbit. Okay, you got blue hair though.
Uh-huh. Everything went A-okay. Don't sweat the details. I did what I was supposed to. No sign of them, though, but I did find a bunch of other interesting stuff. What? Fake intel? Someone managed to get a leg up on you and Gramps? Must have been one heck of a guy.
This voice, this VA. I'm not liking it so far.
Huh? Me? I'm gonna go meet up with Claire now.
Who the hell's Claire?
See you then, Lecter.
Lecter? What's with all these new characters?
I wonder what that military academy they mentioned is all about. Sounds kind of fun.
New
Lammy!
character. Lammy? What the hell is that thing? What are they introducing to this game?
Yep, we're done here. Let's get going, Erigatlum.
Erebonia? What? Where? What is going on? What are they doing to this game? I thought it was gonna be political, like war. Something to do with politics and whatnot, but now they brought in sci-fi. Like a weird mech. But yeah, we finished chapter 2. They ended off weirdly, I guess. So chapter 2, the Verdant City, has now ended. And we should have...
You're moving up in the
rank up,
world.
nice.
I've got a little reward here for you.
A Medal of Discipline. Not bad.
Keep up the good work.
Nice chunk.
Perfect.
Hey,
You guys are the best.
a perfect. Nice. Bonds. Level 2. Finishing blow. Making the grade. Nice trophy. Level 2. Save. Yes, please. They're not sure why they give me an option to delete save data. But yeah, why not? So, the Verdant City, another trophy. Save over this one. And we're pretty close to hitting chapter 3. There might be like a prologue scene. Who knows? Who knows what we'll encounter in chapter 3? But what I do know is that we'll encounter the blue-haired girl again, and that weird mech, and more characters. Seems like Bleu Blanc and Bracer guy.